All right, who's the most intimidating? Robbie Coltrane, Alan Rickman, Richard Harris, Michael Gambon. Who's the most intimidating? When they walked on set, you're like, oh boy.
I think at first Alan Rickman, because he was so Snape. You know, he wanted us to fear him. And he did a very good job at it, but you could tell that he was kind of having fun with it too, which I then later kind of realized as I kind of grew up, I was like, wait a minute, you're like definitely, you know, enjoying this kind of thing. And actually when I had the confidence to speak to him, he was such a like soft and lovely human being.
That voice.
Yeah.
Can you still hear that voice?
It's so deep. And
What are you doing? Or something. It was like a deep, I can't even do it.
I know, you'd be like, as you passed him in the hallway.
Did he ever do funny things like just quickly, just kind of look at you?
Or would just say things in a really Snape voice, like, but using my name in a sentence, you know, you'd be like, oh my gosh. And then Michael Gambon was like, he was kind of the same. Like, you think he's really scary, and at first you're like, oh, Dumbledore, you know? But then he too had this very soft, like, humorous, like, cheeky nature to him too, which, like, upon having the opportunity to have more scenes, you know, with him that weren't like massive Great Hall scenes, you're like, oh, you're fun. You know, you're human too. Right. So that was always fun. When that you still have, you know, you still definitely hold them on this pedestal, but they kind of, you know, they soften and become more human.
Sure.
Like, yeah.
Hey there, folks. It's Michael Rosenbaum, and boy, have I got a huge announcement for you. This has been a long time coming, and it's finally here. I'm doing a live podcast. My podcast, Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum, is going live. Yeah, for the first time ever on Wednesday, October 11th at the iconic Regent in Los Angeles. And guess what? I'm not going to be alone. We're bringing a guest you might remember. He's been on the podcast. He's a friend of the show, the one, the only, Zachary Levi. We're going to catch up on life and mental health, and we're going to have a really good time with all of you. I think you know that. We're going to make it a lot of fun. We're planning a Q&A, maybe some fun games, other exclusive stuff you're only going to get by seeing it live. We're even hosting a VIP meet and greet for a small number of people before the show begins. Grab your tickets, mark your calendars, and get ready for the night of laughs, insights, and unforgettable moments. Tickets are limited, so don't miss your chance to join us on October 11th at the Regent in Los Angeles. Get your tickets now at insideofyoulive.com. This is going to be an epic night, so if you're in the area, come out and I'll see you there.
Who took their work most seriously? They just were in the zone always. They stayed in their character, or they were friendly or whatever, but they were in their character that you can remember. They go, oh, okay.